This is Z Mythical. He is a Jujutsu Shenanigans content creator and now tester for the game. So today I'll be asking him questions about the game and where it might be heading towards in the future. I have 15 questions for you today. As a JJS tester, I want you to answer them to the best of your abilities. If you can't answer something, there's no worries.
This feels like I need a lawyer presence. I don't know what I can't say. I mean, I'll answer everything. I'll try to answer everything.
The first question is gonna be, who is your favorite character in JJS?
If we're talking as in the terms of quality, it has to be Todo. Also, Todo is like by far my favorite character in the entirety of JJK. But if we're going off of gameplay, Mahito like takes the cake on everything.
Really? Mahito? What do you like so much about playing him?
It has different play styles. Like for example, with this, you can easily catch up. This you can do after they're ragdolled, so it ragdolls them again. Yeah. And then you can play cooldowns. It just has so much variety that you just don't get from many other characters.
Yeah, Mahito is a really flexible character. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good choice. Second question: how long have you been a tester?
I've been a tester for around the past few weeks. It hasn't been long. Only just recently when the tester patch got back in, like the new ones.
Makes sense. Is it different than what you thought it was gonna be, or is it pretty much along the lines of what you thought?
Speaking from experience, as I am a tester in Sorcerer Battlegrounds as well,
okay.
It's a lot different from what it is there.
Really?
As a tester, you actually test stuff besides, you know, new content. We also have to deal with bugs, game-breaking bugs, and like we make sure that the things that need to be fixed are fixed immediately, or if something's like a minor bug. Like I'm pretty sure you've heard a bunch of things about Todo being a little buggy. It's minor bugs. They'll be fixed in like next week's update or the week after that. Stuff like that, we deal with that.
Gotcha. So third question, what made you want to be a tester originally? Because this is not your first game. So what made you want to test Sorcerer's Battlegrounds?
So this is a little bit of a convenient situation for me. I didn't apply per se, but I've always like I was reached out to, and like they did like the basic questionnaire, and I basically answered, and they were like, awesome, you're a cool guy, you can probably get in. They got back to me and I became a tester. I'm already a content creator, so by proxy I already give feedback to the game on updates and whatnot and things that are being added, so that's also to my portfolio. Plus I'm already a tester in SPG, so
facts. It kind of goes hand in hand. It's actually kind of perfect if that it works out that way.
Yeah, but do not prey on you being DM'd. You need to be a active member in the community. There's a specific channel that most people don't have access to where they post applications occasionally.
Okay, question 4. What is your relationship like with Z? Have you ever spoken to him? Oh, well, other than interviewing him?
Well, yeah. I occasionally have reached out to him. Like, we're not buddies, but I know him. I have him added on Discord. If I need to ask something to him, I will. He usually sometimes joins like the games that I either host or sometimes goes into my live streams. He's just a cool guy. I'm not gonna like reach out to him and be like, hey bro, hop on JGS, I want to play something. But yeah, I occasionally do talk to him. Like for example, the thing with, I'm not sure if you've noticed, you know, there's copyrighted audios in the game.
Yeah.
Right? Like for example, Hakari's Jackpot music, that's also copyrighted. I messaged him, I was like, you have rights to that, right? And he went, oh, it's actually Roblox's own, like they already bought the copyright. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's really cool. I think I really like that about Z. I think like he's really witty and really funny, and I think that just adds to his whole personality with the entire game. When you have somebody who's positive like that, for lack of better terms, it just makes the community seem more positive.
And to the people that aren't in the Discord yet, Z very often does screen share the things he does. Sometimes he plays games, sometimes he shows the leaks. There's a lot of community engagement that a lot of other developers just don't do, so he has a lot of openness.
That is a good point. You guys should join the Discord because there's a lot of stuff that happens in there. Okay, question 5. What are the most common bugs that you encounter in Roblox games in general?
This usually has to do with the physics engine, since, you know, if you're talking about Roblox games in general, being flung out the map is a very common one, or being like teleported outside the map, just disappearing into thin air. Very common.
Like Thanos now.
Yeah, basically, I already have like a couple clips where I hit a guy and then he just gets eviscerated. I don't know where he goes. Besides that, it's usually game specific.
Is there any like specific ones that you run into JJS so far? I know you haven't been a tester for a long time though.
It's usually with grab moves. I'm not sure if this is fixed yet, but shows us 4th move on a stairwell. You would just permanently hold somebody in place. It's usually with grab moves where these kinds of bugs happen.
Ah, I see. So like face blitz by Mahito, things like that, where you're grabbing onto the opponent.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's finicky. Also due to the destruction and, you know, physics in JJS. has.
Question 6 is, how do you report issues and how quickly are they assessed?
Usually we have different types of channels. So the ones that we have are balance suggestions, game breaking bugs, and minor bugs. So balance suggestions are something like, I don't know, let's say that hypothetically Gojo can like one-shot combo, like literally without doing anything. Well, that will go into balance suggestions. That's like something that might be on the mind of people. Game breaking bugs, that's self-explanatory. It's something that will affect the entire game. Maybe you can bring somebody out the map instantly. Maybe you can crash someone's game. Anything in those lines, or like maybe hypothetically something with the terrain, you can bog somebody permanently. Anything like that. That's game breaking. Minor bugs, it's minor bugs. You grab somebody, they get slightly stuck, or they have to reset, or they can't move. That's minor bugs. It's not that big of a deal.
Makes sense. How quickly are those assessed after you put them in there?
Minor bugs, they take a while. Game breaking bugs, basically instantly. Like at maximum, they take a day.
That's actually pretty good. That's pretty efficient. I'm glad that it's like that.
Also, I'm not sure how often they do this, but if it's game breaking bugs, I'm pretty sure they silent update without actually releasing anything new. I'm not 100% confident in that, but I'm pretty sure they do that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the smartest thing to do. You don't really need to build hype around fixing a game breaking bug. Question 7 is, which part of the game do you think needs the most improvement?
This might be a little bit of a controversial opinion, because this is like the entirety of JGS's core, which is the destruction. There's a lot of times where, like, on your client side, I'm just gonna explain to the viewers, there's client side and there's server side. Sometimes you can be buried under like meters of rubble, but on the enemy screen you're just kind of flailing around in place. Stuff like that can happen on your end, which you cannot control, and that you end up dying to. And also the fact that the destruction, I would love to see some changes to that. I mean, right now it's good as it is, but there's a couple issues.
Okay, would you want to go into those, or probably wait on that?
Again, it's some very specific things that'll just hinder gameplay. It's not game breaking, and it can't be fixed, but since it's Roblox's engine being Roblox's engine.
Do you think that's a main reason why a lot of other games have avoided like destruction physics like JJS has, because it's a pain in the ass?
No, it's literally just the fact that nobody has tried it before. There's a lot of like fighting games on Roblox, and not a lot of them have tried destruction per se. There's been like you break the ground and it makes a wall, something like that, but physics hasn't been done before. JGS is like one of the first ones to really try it with battlegrounds and fighting games. Don't let that encourage anybody. Z has said this, but if you think you can make a better game with these same physics, go right ahead.
Go right ahead. Yep. Question 8. In your opinion, are there any mechanics that seem overpowered and or underpowered?
Overpowered, Gojo. Like, hands in the air. If you waste your ragdoll cancel, if you waste your ragdoll cancel on blue or anything, you're getting put in a 70% HP combo. This is usually against like more experienced players. It's a thing that is, I would say, hard to learn but easy to master. Like, since everything requires for them to basically be ragdolled, or you need to get your M1s in before anything, it's kind of hard. If you look at Yuji, which has a just straight combo extender, or Mahito, you know, with focus strike, those are easy. Those are pretty easy to learn as well. Gojo is a little harder, but it also does a lot of damage.
Yep, you're talking to a Gojo main right here.
But most underpowered, blood manipulator. Choso isn't very good at all in his base. It's kind of sad.
It is. He's balanced though, but like
in a game where everybody has combo extenders and there is gimmicky stuff, but does it need as much as Choso does, like for extra damage?
And I don't really blame them, because Choso's kind of like that in the manga too. Like, he's known as just like a well-rounded fighter that doesn't really have, I don't know, like, lack of better terms, like combo extenders. But I could see that.
I think it could use a little bit of a rework to some of the moves. It could use a lot different R variants, because again, blood manipulation, you can make anything you basically want out of blood. And again, there's a lot there that you could do, but just hasn't been done.
Yeah, fair. Question 9. What is your favorite part of the game and why?
Favorite part of the game, 100% has to be the fights. There isn't many battleground games that have the limit of 20, and considering the fact that the map is pretty condensed for the amount of players, it is really fun to just go jump into a fight of like 9 or 8 people, and then it's just complete chaos.
Facts.
Somebody pops an ultimate, there's a hollow nuke, and you're just dodging like the Toto's counter, which basically one shots.
Yeah.
There's just so much to like do
Yeah.
in these fights.
I think the title of Shenanigans is perfect for this game. Like literally you will run into some sort of shenanigans as you're playing.
I mean, yeah, that's like, again, the core of the game. I love it. I love how it's built. It's not a traditional battleground, and that's the thing that basically made me like it over time.
Question 10. What's the weirdest bug that you have found so far?
Finding bugs is by testers is usually pretty rare.
Yeah.
But seeing bug reports, there's some things that I would literally put as ghost activity. I don't know how they happen. Like, I can look it up right now, like in here. There's some things that just cannot be explained. They'll say what happened, they'll even show a video of it, but you just can't replicate it. There's just no way to. Literally just, there's a ghost in JGS's code. I don't know how.
Okay, question 11. How many testers, I don't know if you know this, how many testers are there for JJS?
I do not quite know that answer, the answer to that. I can tell you as to how many are online at this current moment.
Okay.
There's 16 online. I cannot see the people offline.
Yeah.
But I think it's around 20.
Okay.
There's quite a lot.
Compared to other games that you have tested before, is that like a lot?
I mean, yeah, especially for considering Source of Battlegrounds doesn't have that many testers since it is currently in a let's put it like in a smaller state right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a lot of people.
Damn, okay. That's good news, I guess, for us JJS players. We got a lot of bug testers going around.
I mean, that also gives the chance of there being leaks by testers by either accident or on purpose. It creates a security risk, but I don't think a leaking one move is that bad for JJS. If anything, it builds hype.
Yeah.
But building hype can build expectations, and then if it's like, oh, it wasn't as cool as I thought it'd be.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope to play. Question 12. Are there any features of characters that you would personally like to see added?
Ooh, okay, this is a tricky one. I would love to see a lot more tech on Toto's base moveset. Toto, in lore, is a martial artist, and if his IQ speech of about 530,000 is to be believed, he's a very smart character. So what I would want his character to be is you need to be very smart to use it. There's like a lot of like keyboard inputs.
Yeah.
Right now there's the black flash, which is already pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
If there's more of that, that would be awesome.
Wait, he's cooking, chat. He's cooking.
Yeah. Also, Toto isn't fully released yet.
Yeah.
I'm a tester. I do not know what the hell is going on. I have zero clue.
Yeah, that's true. No, but that's a really good idea, honestly.
Yeah, like, again, variants aren't integral to be played. It's just that if you have a chance to do it, you see a right situation for it, you can do it.
Facts.
And Toto has his Boogie Woogie, which you can be pretty creative with, basically.
You're very creative. It's one of my favorite powers in all of anime.
I mean, again, if you think in perspective, Boogie Woogie isn't that powerful. It's the person that makes it powerful.
Yeah, literally.
And the same goes for JJS. If you just randomly throw out Boogie Woogie, it's basically useless.
Yeah.
Just forward dash you and you get comboed.
Yeah.
But if you use it smartly, you can be one of the best players in the server.
Literally. Okay, we're almost at the end of this. Question 13. What's the most challenging part of testing for this game?
Most challenging part has to be not reporting the same bug that's been reported before. Since there is so many, I usually have to go into the tester chat and be like, hey guys, so just to double check, this bug hasn't been reported, right? And this is going to be in my dev blog video, but when I tried reporting a bug, I reported it, like the the stairwell thing with Josh's fourth move. I did that, but apparently that was reported in a different bug where it was quote unquote similar inside of a domain expansion. How the hell was I supposed to pick up on that? I have no clue, but I got yelled at, but it's apparently the same bug. So those can conflict, and that's probably the hardest part.
Question 14. What teasers or secrets can you tell us that won't get you into trouble? I don't know if this question soon as possible.
Ooh, okay. I would love to give like a maybe answer that I can like plausible deniability for, but we don't have anything new being shown to us at the moment.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. I don't want to get you into trouble. I don't.
Essentially, the entirety of those moveset that was just surprise released this weekend.
Damn.
Most of us didn't see. Like most of the testers didn't even see like half of it.
Damn.
We saw the first move and we saw the awakening animation, which we like gave input on and said like maybe this could change. There's a variant to one of the animations. One of them was gonna be quicker, but then we decided against it, and then we randomly just got the full move set. But yeah, right now, even if I wanted to, I really can't.
Okay, fair. And the last question is for you. Where can people get more from you?
You can find me at youtube.com/z_mythical.
There we go.
You can look me up there. And I also have a TikTok, which I don't really post that much on, but you can still find videos from me there, z_mythical. Same.
Perfect. All his links will be in the description. I just want to say thank you for doing this interview, bro. Hopefully I can make this into a series where I'm asking other content creators or people in the JJS community some questions about the game to just get feedback or ideas or things like that. But appreciate you coming out, bro.
It's been my pleasure, man. Been waiting for this.
Yeah, well, that was interesting. I hope you learned a thing or two from that interview, and comment down below if you want to see me do this with other people in the JJS community or some content creators. If you want to watch me react to this secret interview he did with Z, then you should click right here. And don't forget to subscribe because me and the Mafia are on the way to 100k subscribers. Millz Mafia out. Yeah. How many kills do you have? Oh, do you have an alt that you play on?
I do, yes.
Okay.
It's mainly with friends.
Okay. I was about to say we could 1v1.